Good evening, everyone. This is Rodney with the Triton Wave Market Outlook for Wednesday, September 26, 2012. Well, to begin with, we had an exciting day. We were up like 50 or 60 points at the beginning of the day, and then the market rolled over. Now, the waves have been telling us this for the non-confirmation that happened between August at the peak of this wave on T1 here, on the daily, on the ES, and a non-confirmation when they started rolling over on September 19th. So it took a while. It is an early warning system. On the 21 minute on the right chart here, it started going down below on the 19th, and today is the 25th. So according to the waves, it gave you about a week to take a position before it started rolling over. Now on the 21 minute, it hit the 377, and on the daily here on the left, it hit the 21 minute exponential, not the 21 minute, the 21 exponential moving average. So the velocity with which it went down from plus 60 to minus 100 on the Dow, with better than average lately volume of 755 million, but also an 8-to-1 ratio on the downside of losers to gainers, tells me that this is going to blow through the 21 minute and start heading for 1407. Now, which would be the so it's already matched the ECB lift on this candle right here. It's heading for the Bernanke lift on September 6th. So my target for the S&P is 1407 for the immediate future. We'll see if it happens slowly or rapidly. Let's take a look at some stocks here. Actually, first let's look at the day trade on this. The waves on the 1597 tick chart on the ES were very, very smooth. You can see on T3 at 9 o'clock on the 21st of September, it came all the way down here. It took you up on this leg and down right at this point at 10:38, 10:30, 10, let me see, 10:46 this morning, when the S&P was sitting at 1455, and you're still in it. You're still in it at the close at 1435. So that's a nice 20-point move today. Let's take a look at Goldman Sachs. It took a hit as expected, as I expected anyway. I think this is the easy part of this is down to 109. It's 113.50 now. We'll see what happens then. The sell on the 21-minute chart happened at this peak on the daily, which on the 21-minute is right about 120, and so you've been sitting in it if you follow T3 or T4. T4 is a nicer crossover right here. You've been sitting in it since 120 on the short side or with appropriate puts, with stops in place in case we're wrong. So Amazon is looking a little bit toppy. We did have a, let me see. We had a target of 268. It reached 260. It reached 264.5, 264.80, and it looked like it was getting a little toppy. And the 21-minute was suggesting that it was even the longer wave on T5 was going below zero. So we recommended getting out at that point. It had a small hit today, not a big hit, but I expect more to come off the top there. At least another 10 points. Baidu, on the other hand, is being a little bit more stubborn, even though the T5 is below zero, T4, T3, T2 is halfway, T1 is halfway. It's kind of going sideways, but I think I still have a target of 100 for Baidu, and it looks like it's just going to go with the market. It did show strength this morning. It was up like two and a half points before it rolled over and was down 66 on the day. On the 21-minute chart on Baidu, you can see it was way up at 160, 115.82 there. This would be a good entry if either, well, actually it already is a good entry because I'm just noticing the T5. I didn't see that before. T5, the long wave, this dark blue wave, and let me put this together for you so you can see it a little bit better, has once again rolled over, and that is the wave to follow. You don't want to fight that wave. All right, Netflix. Netflix got a sell signal, another sell signal on this at 57.90 when T1 started rolling over, and then it rolled into T2 and T3 and T4, and now T5. It's all below zero on the 21. Had a nice hit today of down 259, and it shouldn't have any trouble matching the lows back here in August of 52.73. Still a target of 43.80. Apple also took a hit today. You can see the waves are starting to roll over on they started to roll over on September 20th, back when it was close to 700. The 21 minutes started rolling over 4 days ago. Even though it went down 10 points, up 10 points, it was starting to come off. It was starting to come off the top. I like the action on the 1597 on. Let me fan this out a little bit more here. Whoops! Come on. Here we go. So the action on Apple. T1 started going down at 12:38 Central Time, and it was selling for 686 and finished at 672. So that was a perfect entry for a day trade on Apple. If you don't like holding Apple overnight, because there's always surprises at night. Okay, let's look at MasterCard. MasterCard, after making this huge move from went across the 377 at $423. It went up to 460, and this whole time T5 was way above zero. Came down. Today it went below zero for the first time. Partially the light blue wave here. Let's see, at 230. So if you were playing, you would use that as a confirmation wave. Sometimes you can use it as a lead indicator wave, sometimes as a confirmation wave, but the actual wave started going below back on September 17th when it was 254. So yes, you would have taken a little bit of a hit as it went up, but the wave kept descending below zero here. Again, this is an early warning system. You have to be prepared to stay in this for a few days to ride the wave out. And ideally, one wave rides into the next one, into the next one, to the next one, to the next one, which it looks like MasterCard is doing. I'm looking for MasterCard to hit the 377 at 445, which is in sync with the 21 minute on the left chart on the daily at 444. So they're about the same price. Okay, GLD is holding up pretty well. It was down 28 cents. It had a range of had about $1.40 range, or $1.60 range, and it finished near the lows of the day. But it's starting to get a little toppy here, and if the market moves down like I think it is, then all asset classes are going to move down, including gold. I like gold for the long term as these longer waves on the daily keep pushing towards zero, and the very long wave on T5 on the daily is above zero. However, for the very short term, I would not buy this until it came down to at least 168, which is about a point and a half away. Okay, the whole time I was looking at Google today, it was up 8 or 10 points, and all of a sudden, I'm just looking at it now, and it's down 22 cents. That was a surprise because I thought it was just going to keep on going. I don't think I had a target on this, but now that it's down, and T1 is going below zero and T2 is heading there, I think that this may want to shed a few points here. Now, if we look at this, let's do a Fibonacci retracement on this since the September low. Everybody's looking for Google to be up. Here, like in the background on CNBC, that it's a stock to own while everything is going down because it's going up. But the 50% retracement is 723, and the 618 retracement is 713, which is the 377 moving average. So if we come back over to the daily chart here, that kind of lines up with 731 lines up with about a 50% retracement, and the 731 is the 8-period moving average. So I wouldn't touch that if you were looking for it on the long side. And you believe CNBC, I wouldn't touch that until it came down to at least the 8-period moving average. That's all I have for today. Good luck trading, and we should see some a lot of volatility coming to the market now. It's heyday for the bears, at least for the short term. We'll see what happens. And I'll see you at the next update.